Yeah, hi everyone, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. Only had a couple of runners this week. We had a couple of real good chances at Hamilton the other day and the races got washed off, so they'll have to wait another week. Inyangani, we took her to Kilmore the other day and I thought she was great. Jockey actually hit his knee coming out of the gates and made her land a couple of lengths beyond the second last horse, and then she tracked into the race nice, come to the outside and let down really strong. Sectional times were really good, so I'm sure the form will hold up. She probably only needed another couple of strides and she wins the race. So probably take her back to 3-year-old grade now and take her up to a mile, and she's obviously going to just keep improving with racing. She's big raw sort of 3-year-old filly, so probably go to Wangaratta with her next week, and you would think she's going to be around about the mark on her run last week. Also took Prince Ziggy to Sandown. Just got a long way out of his ground and worked home nice and strong. Probably go up to the 2,400 metres with him. His next run you would think would be his peak run, so I'll really give him a crack at a nice prize money race, 2,400 metre benchmark 78 in a couple of weeks' time. If he's going to win us a really nice races preparation, you would think it's going to be around about the mark his next start, so keen to sort of get Ziggy up to the 1.5 miles, back to town. Okay, runners this week, hopefully we don't get washed out this week. On Sunday, Ballarat, we'll probably take Young Hostess to Ballarat, 2,000 metres 64, that's her go. I've put a really aggressive rider like Damien Thornton on her. She's sort of just been jumping out, getting back and plodding home and sort of been going okay. I put Damo on her this week purely because he's that real sort of aggressive rider. So I want to try and put her into the race a little bit more now. 2,000 metres around Ballarat, should be able to sort of half posse up midfield rather than sort of out the back like she has been. She's just one of those frustrating horses. She jumps out, she gets back, she beats half the field home, get back me next start. She's been like that for quite a while and she's just going a long time between runs. We're going to get a heavy track at Ballarat, so that's probably my only query there. But anyway, but hopefully Damo can put her into the race and sort of be somewhere within striking distance of them on the corner, and I know that she'll be strong through the line. So, you know, she just needs to be winning races, that filly. She's frustrating because I think she's going really well, but she's just not winning races. So anyway, we'll try her there. Horse called Smokin' Soldier. He had a mishap his first start. He went really good his second start at Terang. He just went off the ball a little bit on me and got a little bit of a bug. And so hence he's been quite a long time between runs. And so I probably was screaming to sort of get him up to a mile, maybe even 1.25 miles his next start. But I've just had to back right off him. So he goes to Ballarat on a heavy track over a 1,400. So it's probably going to be similar to running a mile anyway. Put Robbo on him, Craig Robertson. He's pretty old school, Robbo, so I think these really sort of young raw horses get suited by this sort of rider, so we'll just see how he goes. Ballarat should suit him, big long wind up run in, and that should really suit a big long striding horse like him. So both those horses are really interesting horses on Sunday. Tuesday, head off down to Hamilton. No doubt she's going to be a wet track down there, so just to play a little bit by ear. Try and take Grandma Gale. She's probably my best wet tracker in the stable. There's a nice little 1,200 metre race there. Looks ideal for her, so she'll probably head off down there. Little mare called Solar Flash. She's trolled up okay a couple of times. I think she'll handle the rain effect of going. So I might even nominate her there as well down at Hamilton on Tuesday. See how we go. I had Fortune Rose and Pantera Nera both in at stall on the weekend, and the races got washed out, so I've also got both of those horses down there. I don't know if the track at Hamilton will really suit Fortune Rose, so she might have to wait, but I think Pantera Nera raced there a little while ago first up, and in the exact same race, a 1,400 metre 58, so I probably will take him down there. I think the big long tough uphill run in sort of really suits Pantera, and I think the 1,400 is going to be a good enough tempo for them to run along, and he can sort of sit off them and then work home strong. So there's up to 4 runners there at Hamilton on Tuesday, probably a little bit regarded on how the track comes up and what horses get runs. On Wednesday at Sandown, there's a 1,300 metre benchmark 64 for mares. I'll just as a backup to Hamilton, I might even put Grandma Gale in there. If it turns out to be a real heavy track, you might end up getting a heap of scratchings, and she's a beauty on the wet, so I'll just put her in there as well, but more than likely she'll go to Hamilton.
G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. This week's horse is a horse called Young Hostess. She's been a great old horse for the stable. She's always been around the mark and yeah, she's always been super competitive once she gets to the right trip. She's probably a little bit disappointing last start. I thought she'd go pretty close, and the start before she just didn't have any luck. So yeah, been a bit unlucky the last couple of starts. So we've opted for a strong aggressive rider in Damien Thornton this time around. 2,000 metres, 64. She'll be down in the weight. So yeah, a lot of ticks in the boxes for her this time at Ballarat on Sunday. So yeah, really keen to get her there. Bit of a crossroads for her as far as her career goes. She probably needs to win, or at least be placed in the next couple of runs to sort of warrant pushing on for another year, or unless the breeding barn will beckon. I think the owners are pretty keen to breed from her, so that's really good. Certainly excited to get her progeny later on, but yeah, for the time being, hopefully she can put her head in front on Sunday, and we can keep sending her around.
Yeah, that's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. Had a big day at the trials through the week. Took 10 of our horses to the trials, and nearly half the team, and I think that most of them trialled up pretty good. A lot of the young ones having their very first jump out, they're all equipped themselves very well, they're all well behaved, and they all sort of jumped and ran and put themselves in the trial. They'll improve out of sight on that, being their first trial. A lot of them trialled against really experienced racehorses, so a lot to look forward to there. Probably really keen on old young Duro. I thought he's had a broken foot, the poor bugger, and this was his first real test, and I was sort of holding my breath a little bit how he'd go, but he bounced and he was keen in his action, and everything looked all right, and he's pulled up great from it. So really big job if we can get him back to the races, and certainly if we can get him back racing as strong as he was before he hurt himself, So but a lot of those young ones will probably have another trial, maybe one or two will go to the paddock, but most of them have at least another one trial before going to the races. So, yeah, it was a big day the other day, and all went really well. What else? COVID. I think we're back to a 7-day lockdown again now, so unfortunately a lot of the owners will be restricted going back to the races, and the whole sort of system shuts down a little bit, but hopefully the horses continue to race well and we can actually win a race. A bit disappointing last week, a couple of horses I thought were real live chances, and the races got washed out, so they'll have to wait this week, and hopefully they get their chance this week. Until next week, see you later. Someone said to me the other day, "What do you think about that stuff they put on there about you?" I said, as if I've got any say about it. So I got no idea until I watch the video myself what goes on it. Can't believe I haven't got my Kangaroos jacket. Look at that.
Alright, you ready to join one?
Why would I possibly want to do that? No reason to wear that. Righto.